Alright, so I promised you guys some content on the Knicks. Obviously, again, very New York-centric audience right now. That's not the only reason why. This is indeed a special season for the Knicks. And providing some historical context and his opinion on what he's seen this year and throughout his long history of watching the Knicks. As he points out, he doesn't say we're old, he says we're older on his age. We're old. We've seen it all. So here's a little thought on the Knicks from Johnny Jobu.
Rob, you asked me how I'm feeling. I am feeling incredible. We are in the finals for the first time in 27 years. Back in the day, from LJ to Houston, Sprewell, Ewing, my boys hanging out with them at SUNY Purchase. Now here we are, 27 years later, back in the finals. I'm a lot older, maybe wiser. Not as good looking, tell you that. But here we are, and I'll say it again, this is the best team, the best Knicks team in over 50 years. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident. Whether it's the Spurs or OKC, it's going to be tough. But I think the Knicks have what it takes this year. This is a magic season. Must-see TV. Jobu out.
So his thoughts, the best team he's seen. And I know in a previous discussion he's compared them, I think, to the championship winning team, if I'm not mistaken. So, he thinks they're favorable to any Knicks team that he's ever come across or heard of. And of course, we got to hear from Andrew Sindel. He's got some takes on what's happening in this year's playoffs. He wants to give a little word on what he thinks the Knicks are doing.
Wow. I had to hold off my excitement. I was at a friend's house and everyone was going to bed, and then I saw they won, and I'm at a loss for words. It's just insane how they're killing all these teams. And in an elimination game for the Cavs, it's not even competitive? Like, what the hell is going on? 11 in a row in the playoffs, which is basically unheard of. What is that, 5 or 6 games in a row on the road that they haven't lost as well? This team is just, I've never seen anything like it. You know, I was a big Knicks fan in the 90s and was really into basketball, and then, maybe not as much over the past couple of years, but, kind of follow a bit on the outside and started to watch this playoff run and get a little bit more into it, and it's just been insane. Every guy on that team can score. It's the way they're playing defense. Their three-point shooting, Landry Shamet is like 12 out of 13 in the playoffs at three-point range, which is, I don't know if anyone shoots like that. Whether it's their small ball game, running the court, three-pointers, they're just clicking on really everything right now. So I can't wait for the finals to start. I know they'll still be the underdog, being that the West is, of course, superior to the East. But this team seems like they're going to be dangerous one way or another. So I can't wait for the finals to start and see what that's like. But seeing all the Knicks fans also in Cleveland with the Let's Go Knicks chants was pretty awesome at the end. And the Eastern Championship trophy and MVP trophy, which whatever, it's fine. But, the old Knicks players back, Walt Clyde Frazier, Ewing, John Starks, Marbury. A bunch of guys, right, coming back and following this team and going to the game. So it's crazy. It's really, really crazy.
Yeah, thanks for taking that late night take to us, Andrew. Obviously, it's always annoying, bad. I don't know. It's not the best when you have to hold in your emotions after an insane victory like the one against the Cavs, where they just blow them out in the final game of a 4-game sweep, and you're at a place where you can't get too excited because you got to be respectful. But that's wonderful. That's so true. Landry Shamet has been a fantastic revelation in these playoffs, and of course, John Brunson has been the man. But yes, it's up and down the entire roster. they all can kind of score at various points. They've all shown the ability to do it. Even Josh Hart, who's more of kind of a Swiss Army knife guy, kind of like a, not a Draymond in the sense that he's a 5 or undersized 5 or a 4 or whatever. It's mostly a 5, but he can rebound. He's the best rebounding guard in the NBA right now. I'm not well versed enough to say how long that's been, in terms of historically where that stands on the scale, but he's obviously the best rebounding guard in the NBA right now. But he scored, a large volume in one of the games where he was raining it in from 3. He was really being aggressive. I think that was game 2 because it was after game 1 where he got benched down the stretch for Landy Shavin, as the guy that you mentioned. So the other thing is they have been cohesive. Josh Hart didn't play for the final 12 and a half minutes of game 1, and he didn't say, "Oh, well, I'm here in game 2. I'm just gonna lollygag it around and just be out here because I know that I'm gonna pout." But yeah, this team is cohesive. They're together. It's a magical run. So how are we feeling, Knicks fans?
The Knicks are going to the finals, baby!